3 tips to improve your English today, because these 3 tips are going to take your English to the next level. Basically, these are going to change the way you think about English. Are you ready to adopt these 3 habits, to adopt these 3 tips to improve your English dramatically, drastically, and today? If you are ready, then watch this video till the very end. What are these 3 tips? What are the reasons to apply these 3 tips and how to implement these 3 tips? I am going to share you each and every detail, because these 3 tips are very important, and how to work on these 3 tips are the very fundamental basic essence of this video. So what is the first tip to be implemented in this video is compare yourself with yourself. Yes, dear audience, you have to compare yourself with yourself, not with anyone else. Why it is so important? What are the reasons to compare yourself with yourself? The first reason is that this will help you to recognize the improvement you have made. The first reason why it is important to compare yourself with yourself is that it will help you to recognize the improvement you have made. For example, you will recognize, you will analyze how many new English words you have learned, how many new expressions you have learned. Are you able to speak English for a longer time than you were able in the past? You will analyze all these improvements in yourself by comparing your past with your present. This is very important. The second reason why it is important, the second reason is that this will help you to see on which areas you have to work. Yes, you will not only watch the improvement, you will not only analyze the improvements you have made, you will also analyze the areas, the difficulties, the hurdles you have to work on. And the very important reason why it is important is that it encourages you to continue working towards your goal. It will help you to see how closer you are towards your goal. If you are able to speak English for 1 minute and your goal is to speak English for 5 minutes, this will help you to analyze and to encourage you to work more, because you have to achieve 4 more minutes to speak English. This is so important. Now the question is how to work on it. How to compare yourself with yourself. What is the process? What is the procedure? So how to do it? How to do this? For example, if your goal is to be a better writer, a better English writer, let's suppose your goal is to write English in a better mode. You want to be a better writer. You want to be a better editor. So, how can you achieve your goal? How can you compare yourself with yourself? So, set a timer for 5 minutes and just write down whatever comes in your mind. You can write about your day. You can write about how did you spend your day. On second day, set about the timer and write again about your day. On the third day, you have to review both articles which you have written. Now you will analyze the length, the information, the order, the symmetry, and how much information you have put in those articles. By comparing, by analyzing your past article with your present article, you will be able to see improvements in your English, and you will also see the drawbacks, the areas on which you have to work. And the third step is it will encourage you to work more to be a better writer. Now comes towards the second tip. Now, number 2 tip is learn something new or interested or interesting of your own interest. Because as an English teacher, my goal is to help you to enjoy English. English is not a boring subject, but how to enjoy it, how to take the most advantage of English language, how to grasp the information, how to retain the information, and then how to use it in the correct situation, in the correct order is goal of me as an English teacher. And now what is the reason why it is so important to learn something new or in which you are interested? The number 1 reason is that when you are interested in some topic, for example, you are interested in cooking, you are interested in sports, you are interested in gardening, you are interested in traveling, whatever you are interested in. Now, what is the benefit to select the thing in which you are interested in? This will help you to grasp information and retain it for a longer time. Now, when you choose a blog, when you choose a video or an article of your own choice, now what is the benefit? It will help you to grasp, to understand the information of that passage, of that video, and you will retain the information for a longer time. Now, the second reason why it is so important, this will help you to form connections. Now you will form connections. How can you form connections? For example, you are interested in gardening. Whatever you learn from video, whatever you learn from article, you will relate all those things to your actual life. Now your brain will form connections, and whenever the need arises, you will use all those expressions. You will use all those vocabulary words. Number 3 reason why it is important, this will remind you that English is not a boring subject. English can be fun. English is interesting subject because we are using the wrong ways. That's why English becomes a tough, English becomes a fatigued language, English becomes an exhausted language for us, and we become tired, we become frustrated because our approach, our way of thinking, our way of adopting English language is wrong. You have to change the ways you are learning English language. Now the question arises, how to do this step? You can do this by, first of all, you have to decide the topic in which you are interested. Decide the topic first, that I have to work on this topic. For example, you want to work on cooking, you want to work on gardening, you want to work on democracy, you want to work on education. Whatever is the topic of your choice, first choose the topic. Now, the second step is you have chosen the topic. Now you have to select the video, you have to select the article, you have to select the blog related to the topic you have selected. Number 3 step, now you have to listen if it is a video. You have to watch if it is a video, and you have to read if it is a blog or article. And very important thing is that you have to write down one interesting thing you have learned which catches your attention. In this way, you are able to grasp English. You are inhaling English like oxygen. You will not become frustrated. You will not become a bored person while learning English language. English will be a fun, not a fatigued task. Now we are moving towards the very important, the essence of this video, the number 3 step. Now, number 3 tip, the essence of this video is challenge yourself. Yes, dear audience, you have to challenge yourself. This will help you to literally take off your chains. Basically, you have to find out the ways to overcome your fears related to English language. Now, why it is important to challenge yourself? What are the reasons? Number one reason is that you will feel more confident. You will feel more amazing when you will challenge yourself. Number two, this will help you to realize that you can achieve more than you dream of. Yes, this will help you to realize that I can achieve more than I dream of. I have the capability, I have the capacity, I have the strength, I have the courage to do more. My potential is to create more opportunities. I can devise more opportunities. This is so important. Number three step, this will help you to use the English you have learned. Now, how to do it? This is very important. What is the process to challenge yourself related to English language? How to do this? First step, now you have to select one fear. You have to select one fear related to English language. Are you afraid of speaking to a foreigner? Are you afraid of writing down an email to a foreigner? Decide your fear first. Write down your fear first. What is your fear? The next step is that now you have to write down and why you are afraid. Why you are afraid? Because of your wrong grammar, because you don't have the enough vocab, because you expect that they will not respond you. These are your fears. Now, how can you change your fears to your potentialities? Just think, I will do an email to a foreigner and they will respond me. What will be my feelings when they will respond me? And if my grammar would be good, if my grammar is good, then what will be the situation? Now you are encouraging yourself. Now you are transforming your dreams to your strengths. This is very important. You have to transform your fears to your potentialities by thinking optimistically, by converting the doubts into potentialities, by converting the doubts and the fears into opportunities. What would be if it would be good? What would be my feelings? What would be my situation if it would be a good thing? You have to think positively. You have to. Now, the very important step is to write down an email to a foreigner, to a stranger. You have to talk to a foreigner on online platform. You have to take an initiative. And you have to be very optimistic. You have to be very realistic. And in this way, these three tips are literally taking your English to the next level. Because these three tips are the essence. You have to work on your English now. Don't study the tips and tricks only. Implement all the English which you have learned in your real life. If you really want to speak English in your life, if you really want to take English as an opportunity, not a doubt. Because English, no doubt, is a very vast language. You have to work on it. You have to do hard work. But how to do it? I will teach you the ways, the process, the actual process. You have to change the way you think of English. You have to change your way to learn English language. You have to drastically devise the ways to utilize English language. Opportunities are everywhere. But you have to use all those opportunities to be a better and good speaker. With this positive note, we end this video. Hope you have enjoyed and learned a lot from this video. If you have learned, let me know in the comment section. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.